Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to the garden. Today, I have a vibe session that is designed to spark some motivation and inspiration. So, I have a question for you. What is stopping you? Yes, what is stopping you from reaching your goals, achieving your desires, plans, all of those things? What is stopping you? When we turn on social media, when we look at the TV, this glamorous lifestyle is now just pushed into our faces. When we look at people, they're traveling, they're living their best life, they have these dream jobs, these ideal careers, people are launching their businesses, and all of this is great. However, this puts us in a place where we feel as though we are lacking something. And then we get caught up in that rat race and we feel like we have to keep up with the Joneses. And I'm here to tell you that nobody posts their struggles, and oftentimes nobody talks about their struggles because we want to keep those things to ourselves. Oftentimes, we just want to show this image that everything is gravy, and when the truth of the matter is there takes some grunt work and groundwork. And at the end of the day, a lot of us have these threads of lack of motivation and lack of inspiration at somewhere in our journey. And oftentimes a lot of us do have procrastination in our, in us. All of these things took time, and that's what I'm here to share with you. So, what is stopping you? Is it procrastination, or is it lack of drive and motivation? Now, the truth of the matter is, both of these things have a lot in common, more than we think. When it comes to procrastination and or even lack of drive and motivation, one of the things that fuels that is self-doubt and lack of confidence. A lot of us can talk ourselves out of an amazing idea because of the simple fact that we fear failure. We fear failure, and because of that, we will kill our dreams before we even begin to even try to manifest them. Lack of confidence and self-doubt is telling ourselves that nothing gets better than this. What if we fail? Then what? Everybody's going to laugh at me. Or we may even convince ourselves that we are not equipped enough to even carry these things out. When the truth of the matter is, we all have to start somewhere. That's the truth. And honestly, we have all been there. And some of us oftentimes revisit that negative headspace every now and then because we oftentimes feel like we're lost. We don't know what we're doing, and that's okay as long as you continue to work towards those goals. Okay? Another thing that may be holding us back and stopping us is lack of time management. On one end of the spectrum, we can literally try to cram everything into one day and become very overwhelmed and very stressed out. And because of that, oftentimes some details or some things, period, may fall by the wayside because we do not know how to manage our time well. Now, on the opposite coin of that, a lot of us can focus on one thing all day long and forget about everything else because we simply do not know how to multitask in a effective way. So, oftentimes it's best to carry a planner and set out your day in increments. That way, we don't focus on things for too long or too little. We put them in a time frame and we know when we need to get them done. Now, if you want to go extreme with this, some of us enjoy working well under pressure, and that can get the best of us as well because we'll wait till the last minute, and again, we're rushing and we will forget important details. So in that respect, it's definitely good to set goals, long-term and short-term goals, and put them on an exact date. That way we can go back to it, reference it, and maybe even set reminders. That way we know when we have to get things done and we are actively working towards a goal. Okay? Now, something else that may be feeding this procrastination and lack of motivation and drive is sometimes we literally don't have inspiration. There's no inspiration. However, some of us are not actively seeking inspiration on top of that. We find ourselves in these same bad habits of cycles. We have a repeated cycle where we may go to work, hang out with friends, and do it all over again. Or we just have these bad habits, whatever the case may be, that keeps us away from our goals. And some of those things can be toxic and detrimental to our health, our, thinking habits, all of that. And oftentimes we may even surround ourselves around toxic people that don't believe in us and don't believe in our goals or our dreams. And sometimes these people can definitely be haters and they don't want to see you level up. Okay? So, in that, you have to find inspiration. Even if it's making a vision board or binder, if it's literally wiping your social media accounts to follow people that are inspirational. Oftentimes, that may mean even going out by yourself and kind of dabbling into hobbies that you like that are centered around these things that you see yourself doing in the near or far future. That way you get ideas, you network with people, and you try to sharpen that sword, if you will. Try to sharpen your sword, get out there, mingle, get inspired, get out of the house, get out of your office, literally change your surroundings so that you can start changing your mindset. So, on the other hand, when it comes to this, we may lack guidance. And in that, maybe you have a mentor. And that also helps with inspiration. Lack of guidance can definitely, coincide with not having inspiration because you don't know where to look, you don't know where to turn. So in that, those two things go hand in hand. Once you kind of start getting out of your house and start to get inspired, you can get guidance from that because you have an idea of do's, don'ts, maybes, things like that. Also, guidance means having a mentor, perhaps, or maybe just having people that are mentors in your head, people that you listen to, maybe podcasts, how-to videos, how-to guides, period, or maybe that's just hanging around that one friend or associate that is doing really well for themselves. And in that, you can speak with them. You can kind of bounce ideas off of them. And also, something that I definitely believe in is meeting people where you are. So in that, when you have these ideas and goals, start to seek people that are starting up as well. Oftentimes, we want to go straight up to the execs and things like that. But it helps to ask around, kind of network within your circle, your crowd, your people, or even when you're out networking at these different events. You can definitely start to center yourself around these people and you can start helping each other. So if you know somebody that's a web designer and knows how to do all of these things, go to them for a logo. If you know somebody that loves hosting events and you want to be a event planner and things like that, maybe you get with them. Just finding your flow. That sounds pretty, hippy dippy, but literally get out there, look for networking events, look for these seminars, these conventions. Also, there are people out there now that are handing out information for free, guiding you into how to do things, okay? So that's the really good thing about social media. But again, you want to change your environment, change who you're hanging around, if they indeed are some people that are definitely toxic, Also, no support. That goes again with what? Changing your environment. And honestly and truly, we definitely have to start supporting ourselves. So that goes right back to self-doubt and lack of confidence. We have to believe in ourselves because if not, nobody else will. Support yourself, support your goals. That means that if you are somebody that right now you have a really good job, but you enjoy going out and doing all these other things, maybe you might want to start saving. That way you can get that certification or go seek that business loan, or get that LLC, whatever the case may be. It's definitely important to start supporting yourself, not only financially, but on a positive self-talk level. Start dabbling in those mantras, those positive affirmations, and those intentions. Set intentions for yourself. What is it that you know for a fact that you want to do, need to do? Maybe you will start writing those things down in a journal, on a sticky note, on your calendar, in your planner. Make those things plain. Also, a lot of us may not have a vision. So that means a lot of us may not even know what it is that we want to do. And that sometimes is the biggest chunk of it, is that we literally just don't know what it is we want to do. So in that, what is it that you like to do? What is it that you've always been passionate about? What is it that you've always been interested in, but everybody thought that that wasn't a great idea as a job, that wasn't a real career, that's not a real job, that's not possible? Think back, what were those things? And then ask yourself, how many people are doing those things now? If it's not a lot, great. It's an avenue that you can start. But if there is, that's even better, because you can network. You can go to these conventions. You can kind of see how they started things. Because honestly and truly, there is no such thing as stealing an idea. It's all about how can you make it authentic according to your personality and your interest. Also, I believe in writing things down. So, when you have these crazy ideas and these, things that pop up in your head, start to write them down and literally pour all of those ideas onto that paper, and then research those things. How much does it cost? Who has done this? How has this worked or not worked in the past? Because at the end of the day, it's all a learning experience. There are a slew of business execs that don't know squat diddly about their business, but they are at the top chair bringing in the dough. Everybody is constantly learning, and that's the secret that nobody tells you, is that at the core of it, nobody knows what they're doing. They are just hoping that they're doing it to the best of their ability and it works. And then as time grows, you tweak it and you tweak it again and you tweak it even more until it's a well-oiled machine working for you. Now also, the truth is, there are a lot of people that suffer from anxiety, and that's what's stopping them, because oftentimes anxiety can definitely keep you stagnant, because that fear of failure, that fear of the unknown, that it does something to you to where you are comfortable where you are. But also the truth of the matter is, you can definitely combat that stress and anxiety. That's why it's definitely important to write things out, to have that vision plain in a binder, a notebook, a tablet, vision board, binder, whatever the case may be, because in that you can track your progress. And in that, as you track your progress, you build that confidence, and it's also a constant reminder that you are making progress. You are truly working towards your goals. And as you write those things down, again, practice the mantras. Set intentions for yourself and allow those intentions to align with what it is that you want to do in the future. Near or far future, as long as it coexists and aligns with that. Also, when it comes to stress and anxiety, you can definitely work with essential oils. You can also, try to put yourself, as you find yourself on a routine from your planner, you can even work in exercise, self-care, working that into your planner and your new lifestyle as well. So, again, what is stopping you? And that's an important question to ask yourself. Why have I not tried to execute these desires and dreams and goals that I have for myself? And if the answer comes out to I fear I'm gonna fail, know that that is okay, but go for it anyway. Start doing the things that scare the hell out of you, because it makes an amazing testimony in the end. That's the vibe session. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you need some more advice, definitely reach out to me. Also, visit www.rgvyoga.com to download your free goal setting kit. Yes, I have a goal setting kit for you. It's simple, it's not too stressful. There's no secret sauce to it. You definitely write out your goals. You set intentions, you set mantras, you set your priorities, and you literally write down those goals, the cost, and all the needs. Okay? And if you subscribe, you may get some free goodies and discounts. Who knows? But you'll definitely be in the know.